Hey guys, what's up? If you're anything like me, you've probably seen Neil Patel's video shared absolutely everywhere. The one that talks about disrupting the SEO industry. So I recently got a request for my gut reaction to this. So what better way than to actually go through it the first time I've seen it, because I have not watched it. So this is my first time watching it, and I will give you my reactions throughout. So uh, let's go.
Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions from people asking me, hey Neil, what's your goal? I see you on YouTube. I see you disrupting the SEO industry with this tool called Uber Suggest. What's your plan? There must be some ulterior motive. So I thought I would create a video and answer all of these questions.
Okay, my first thought is, of course, there's an ulterior motive. There's always an ulterior motive when it comes to business. Nobody ever does anything out of the goodness of their hearts. Not saying that Neil is in this specifically for money, but there's always something in it for him, whether it's fame, notoriety, control of the SEO market in some way. So let's just let's go more than 16 seconds to see what else he has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to discuss why I decided to disrupt the SEO industry and my plans for 2020. I have a question for you. How many of you feel that SEO is hard? Like, you've just done a ton of stuff, you're not getting rankings, you're paying for all this stuff, and no matter what you do, you just can't get results.
Yes, that happens a lot, and that's one of the main reasons that clients decide to look for an agency. So he's spot on with that. SEO is not easy. It never has been. I don't know if it ever will be, but yeah, he's spot on this assessment.
I've been there. I started out my career trying to get my own site rankings, and I tried paying an ad agency to get results, and they didn't provide results for me. Eventually, I created my own ad agency. I have one called Neil Patel Digital, where we help companies like yours get more traffic and rankings. But here's the thing. I didn't decide to disrupt the SEO industry to make money. I really feel that the players in the space, although they're smart and amazing and they have amazing products and services, there hasn't been much innovation. It has nothing to do with the competitors. There just hasn't been much innovation.
That's true. The SEO tools that you see coming out, they all overlap in some way. There's never been a tool that I've seen that it just blows my socks off. Hoping that there will be something like that in the future. But if he's talking about Uber Suggest being something that disrupts the industry, I haven't seen it yet. I've tried Uber Suggest, and it's actually a pretty decent tool. I think it's a pretty good tool, actually. But to disrupt the industry with it, maybe because it's free, sure. But regarding features, I don't know yet.
Think of it this way. Technology has gone so far. Why aren't we using machine learning and artificial intelligence to make the SEO industry better? I'll give you an example. I met a guy named Ryan Gravis. Ryan Gravis used to be the ex-CEO of Uber. I met him when he was first starting it. He came to Seattle. We were chatting a bit. I don't know Ryan well at all. I'm not trying to claim that. And Ryan had this service that would get you a Blacktown car really quick. Eventually, Uber released Uber Eats and all these new things. And now Uber's even trying to make it where, hey, you sit in a car, a flying car, and we'll take you to point A to point B. They're making you eventually be able to go from point A to point A, B through a drone. Heck, they're even making it where you can sit in a car without a driver. It gets you to point A to point B. SEO's been around longer than Uber's been around. But why is it that we're still doing links manually, we're still writing content, and we're doing all this stuff?
Okay, before I let him go any further, we get links manually so we can judge the quality of them. We write content because there always needs to be a human element to these things. You're not writing for robots. You're not writing for algorithms. You're writing for people. What does it matter if your site is #1 on Google if the people finding your content just see it as a bunch of gibberish somehow, or just see it as completely robotic and lacking any emotion. That's why there's gotta always be a human element to things. So when people say SEO is dead, there's no way that it can be, simply because you're always going to need a human element to things.
Why can't we use machine learning? Why can't we use artificial intelligence? See, my plan with Ubersuggest and all the tools out there that I'm doing is, why can't you put a simple JavaScript?
Hold on 1 second. I just noticed that he talked all about Uber, and then his tool is called Ubersuggest. Is there any overlap there? Did he get any inspiration on the name from Uber? I don't know.
On your site, because Google can pick up JavaScript and they can pick up changes to your code through JavaScript. So here's what I mean. I can have you put a JavaScript on your site, and I can make changes to your HTML code with you or for you with your approval. I don't need FTP access or any of that. In other words, through a JavaScript like Google Analytics that I put on your site, I can adjust your HTML, still make your site load fast, and change your site to be SEO compatible and make you rank higher.
Okay.
Why can't I read your Search Console data with your approval, figure out what pages need keyword adjustments, need title tag improvements, and automatically give you 5 suggestions, you click the one you want, or even if you approve, automatically do it for you, run split tests, rank you higher? Why can't I figure out who's linking to your competitors, figure out an email template to send them out based on similar content that you have, with your approval, email all of them, or hit them up through their web forms in an automated way and ask them to link to you? Why?
I have very conflicted feelings on that, simply because there's no way for someone who's always getting emails and always getting hit up from different people. You have to stand out above them. There's no way that a person getting an automated email is going to necessarily even read your email or want to link to you. So I get where he's coming from. I see what he's trying to do, but in practice, it's completely different than in theory.
Why can't I see who you link out to your blog posts and hit them up automatically and ask them to share your content? Why can't a lot of this stuff be automated? And in 2020, that is my goal, is to automate SEO. It's not going to be easy. I don't know how far I will get, but that's what I'm trying to do.
I commend him for wanting to try something different and for trying to disrupt things. So my gut reaction with about a minute left in the video is that I commend him for trying to do this, but I'm probably like almost every other skeptic out there. I have doubts about this. Am I willing to try it out when it's released? Absolutely. But so far, this just seems very ambitious.
I'm not just doing this because I believe, hey, we shouldn't have to pay for reports and basic information that everyone's charging for. I'm doing this because I believe there hasn't been enough innovation in the industry, and I'm looking to change that. Some people will like it, some people will hate it, some people will say I can't do this. I'll try. If it works, great. Hopefully I'll benefit. If it doesn't, at least I tried and I didn't give up.
He's got a good attitude about this. Got to give it to him for that.
So if you want to know more, leave a comment below with any questions you have. I'll be up front, I'll answer it, and hopefully you get your answers on why I'm trying to disrupt this industry, at least when it comes to Ubersuggest and what I'm trying to do. And I don't just think the SEO industry is heading that way. I think most of marketing is heading that way, in which things could be automated.
All right, now that the video is over, I think that I get what he's trying to do, and again, I commend him for trying. In practice, it'll be different than in theory. I will be trying it out, whatever he does come up with, if he does come up with something. And I suggest that everyone else does as well. But to try and automate SEO as a whole, I always think there's going to be a human element to it. So I guess we'll see. Take it easy, guys.